outside and seize the day now.
Hey, we're in Charleston for a wedding today.
That's right, and the wedding's going to be held outdoors on historic grounds.
So if you like history,
and if you're curious about what a Southern wedding is all about, please keep watching. Oh, and did I mention there's supposed to be thunderstorms and high winds and it's an outdoor wedding? Well, that makes things more interesting. All right, let's go. Ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go. The wedding was being held in Charleston, South Carolina, but outside of the city center. The Legare Waring House is now part of the South Carolina Park System. It's open to the public, but part of it can be rented for weddings and events. And the land has historical value. All right, so this wedding's taking place at the Legare Waring House here in Charleston, South Carolina. And the significance of this land is that this was the site of the first permanent English settlement in South Carolina back in the 1600s. And then about 10 years after they settled this area, they moved the town over across the river to the site of where Charleston is today. And this area became a plantation, and it was a plantation for about 200 years. And it says when I read is that it's a cotton plantation, which seems unusual since most of the plantations around here were rice plantations, but that's what it says, a cotton plantation. There was a main house, a large plantation house built in the 1800s, but that was burned down by the Union troops back during the Civil War, the American Civil War. And the only thing left remaining is the innkeeper's house, and that's where the wedding's going to be. And it's going to be outdoors of the innkeeper's house, and you'll get to see how beautiful these areas are here in South Carolina, and see what a Southern wedding is all about. So this live oak that you see in front of you is probably about 200 years old, and it was very common to plant these back when the plantation homes were built. And they often line the driveway into towards the home, and you'll see that as we get closer to where the wedding venue is going to be. Just a short walk from here, but the Spanish moss on these live oaks really is something to see. Okay, so we're a little early, but we're going to walk up and show you what this grounds looks like. And if you're considering having a wedding here, this will give you an idea what to expect. So what you see here is what we call down here the Avenue of the Oaks. And this was most likely the original path of the driveway that went to the mansion. And now this is where they set up the chairs to do the wedding ceremony itself. And you can see how majestic these oaks really do look. And right behind me, what you see is the tent, which is where the reception is going to be, and behind it is the caretaker's home, and that was the home where the plantation caretaker would live. And as I had mentioned before, the main home was burned down during the American Revolution. So what's great is that if you have a wedding here, you can use the keeper's house from 10 o'clock on all day to get ready and do what you need to do. There's room within the house for the wedding party to get ready, and an area to set up desserts and the wedding cake. Plus, there's a kitchen. And the grounds around the house are the perfect location for wedding photos. And under the tent, everything was set for the reception. So the bride and groom may have lucked out. The skies are clearing and it has not rained, and actually the sun has come out. So let's hope it stays this way. So everything is set up and it's almost showtime. A lot of the pictures have been taken. They got the floral wreath here, and really looks nice.
By the state of South Carolina, I now pronounce you man and wife. Mr. Douglas, you may kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to present to you for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Nicholas and Kylie.
Soon it was time for the intros and the first dance. It was a buffet-style dinner, and of course they had a southern favorite, shrimp and grits. And after a few speeches, the dinner was followed by a crazy night of dancing. And our group had been ready to party since the afternoon. And soon it was time to bid the newlywed couple a good night. And we were all wondering who would be having the next wedding.
2025, baby.
That was a great wedding.
It certainly was. But you know, when you come down to South Carolina and go to a wedding, the next day, you got to eat some smoked brisket. All right, and we're here with Chef Michael, and he's going to show us what he's making for the family this afternoon. Chef Michael, what do you got going on over here?
I got 10 pounds of leg quarters. Those are 2 of the 35-pound pork butts that I got cooking. The other 2 are in the cooler.
Wow.
They've been on since 5 o'clock last night.
Wow, 5 o'clock last night?
5 o'clock last night.
Wow, wow,
They're nice and jiggly.
wow.
That's all you want. You want the jiggle. That's what you want.
And this is how you do it after a wedding, right?
That's how we do
Here
it
in
every
South
wedding.
Carolina?
And we got a Bloody Mary bar with bacon inside.
Oh, wow.
Vodka, tequila. We got the whole setup. Here's 2 more pork butts in here in a cooler wrapped.
Wow.
Ready to go.
Wow. Looks good.
The guests are starting to arrive.
You're good.
Yeah, so Chef Mike, give us an update. How we doing?
So we got some leg quarters on. We got the last pork butt.
Ready?
Obviously, she's good because
Oh,
she's,
look at
she's
bone off the bone.
flaking off. She's flaking off now.
Wow.
We're good.
Looking good.
We got like 198.
What's your goal temperature inside?
205.
205. Okay, good.
205, 165 on
Looking
here.
good, looking good. Within no time, the smoked meat was ready. So come on down to South Carolina. This is how we do real pulled pork.
That's how we do real pulled pork down here, baby.
That's how we do it.
There's the bone.
And the dog says, save some for me.
And that's how you do a wedding weekend here in South Carolina.
Until next time, safe travels. Hey, any last words? We're going to St. Lucia. Right, woo!
Cauldron, mix it up real nice. fire.